video about Paul Newman, which is going to be on the end of this, but I just found some more. I was watching this film and they're supposed to be looking at each other. So that's the back of his head, but they're not. And I just think that all three people are in a different perspective. And so CGI, computer composite, computer games. Oh look, there's the little eagle. They've all got the eagles, all of them, American, England, Russia, Germany, all the same thing. But they're supposed to be looking at him, see? That's all you see of him. You don't see his nose, you don't see his features. And there's a little box in there on his hat. They are not looking at him, and each one of them is in a different perspective, like the guy in the middle. Look how clear he is, and the guy on the left who's talking, look how rubbish he is. And then you can't see that one's face, because they're not standing opposite each other. They're superimposed in, which is what my next part of my video is about. They're all superimposed in. Yeah, all superimposed in. Crazy. I don't know why they do it. See, he is not looking at him. Superimposed. It's a bit of a funny skit actually. He's going, no, you've got the keys. No, you've got the keys. No, you've got the keys. Anyway, this one's obviously a much bigger actor, but I was looking at him and he is not looking at him, because remember, look at the state of this. Look how big he is compared to him. Superimposed in, all blurry. This bit's quite good. Watch, she's going to move. Oh my god, it's brilliant. Look at it all. Look how he's moving. He's superimposed. And I'm not touching. There's a good bit about him as well. Looking at him. At the moment, because he's going to kill him in a minute. To go to the toilet and he picks a gun up and hangs him. Do you see it? The join. I see that many times on Trump. I've seen it on Biden. I've seen it on all of them. Anyway, he's getting like that because he wants to go to the bathroom. Is he picks a gun up and he's going to shoot him. But look at that figure. Look how blurry it is there. He's supposed to be sitting opposite someone in the same perspective, but they're not, are they? Look how black that face is. Yeah, he's just looking skitsy because he's going to shoot him in a minute. He knows what he's got to do. It's Godfather, isn't it? Anyway, so he is not sitting opposite that person either. Yeah, that's what he looks like the other way around. And then Will Smith's disappeared. You can't see Will Smith's face. Look how blurry it is there. Look how blurry that man was. Just go back to that bit. Look how blurry he is. He's supposed to be looking at him, but he's not. He's not looking at him. Look at that. Maybe there's the join there, look. It's happening not on every single film. That bit weird around there, but it's not happening on every single film, but it's happening in most of the films. When they get to this bit, when they're looking at someone and talking, the person here is not real, and when they turn it around, it's not real the other way around. So this is a conversation they're having, but this person is not. And then this is another weird one, like they're not in the same perspective. And look at her, she's been added into the footage. You can see that. Look, they're not in the same perspective. This one's crazy as well, because look at that, the arms. They aren't going to do nice things to him in a minute, but he is not looking at him. He is, but you'll see in a minute he's looking over there. He is superimposed into this footage. You don't know if it's him. Is it Robert De Niro? Can't remember now. He's superimposed in looking at him. Look at the light on him and look how dull and slightly blurry. He's much smaller. He's only about a foot away from him. They have to do that because it's all fake. None of it's real. He's broken his hand, that man down there. So when he's looking, he's not looking at him, he's looking at a different direction. There's just these little things that I've come across. And look at that, he's morphing in with him, and that's totally impossible. So he's looking over there. He's not. Did you see that? But oh look, his face is disappearing there. Look, that's not right. He's looking over there. He's not looking at him. Do you see that? And this is another one. So this is a person here. So she's not looking at him. This person here is superimposed in. This person here with the shoulder is superimposed in. She is not looking at a human. I think these are both just superimposed in. I don't know why they want to do it, why we can't see them filmed together properly. But it's all like this. It's all weird. See, to me, he is this is blurry. It wouldn't be, would it? It's in the same timeline as him, but it's all blurry because these two figures separately are superimposed into the footage. Anyway, we're going to go on to my next bit of video that I made maybe a couple of years ago now. I was watching this film today. Oh, I had a picture of the name of the film. It's an old film with Paul Newman and the person that became his wife, Vivian. Is it Vivian? Well, anyway, the lady in this, I'll show you in a minute, is his wife. Well, was his wife, because I think he's dead now. But what it was is I just saw it, and I keep seeing it in the films. Maybe nobody's noticed it before, but what I'm going to tell you is that everybody thinks that CGI and AI and all that is a very modern thing, but it isn't. It's been going on for quite a while, maybe a few good 100 years, yeah? And so even though they've told you that photography and films only started, you know, and they evolved so quickly from non-speaking to speaking footage and all this kind of stuff, this film was made, I think, probably in the 30s or 40s. So we're talking nearly 100 years ago. And they had it then because Paul Newman, whose face that is not standing in front of that person. So do you see here? What it is this is on my television. That's my television there. It's almost as if he is standing in front of him on a screen. Anyway, also you never see their noses. You just see this. Shall we, let's zoom in a little bit. It's actually hard to see which way he's looking because that eye is looking across there and this eye looks almost straight on. So it's a little bit difficult to see what he's actually looking at. But when we come over here, that is supposed to be Paul Newman. That bit doesn't look right, does it, at all? And he's got no nose. Do you see that? Does not look right. I hope that you can see what I'm seeing. I hope that once you see what I'm seeing, you will see it in all the films you watch. All the new ones are the same. Just the same as this. So it's like he's on a screen. I don't know how they do it, but he is superimposed in. Well, he is superimposed in, doesn't matter which way around, or they're both superimposed in. Anyway, let's put the video on. Because I took a few photographs, because it just kind of... So, do you see the person on the left? He's not talking to him. Not in reality. So there he is. Do you see the line round his face? He is superimposed into the footage. He has no nose. He's not in front of him. They are in different perspectives. Do you see that? Do you see that they are in different perspectives? Yes, let's move on. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. It is filmed off my television, and sometimes when you use a phone on a television or a screen it makes these lines across it, so I'm sorry about that. But look, he's not looking at him. He's a bit more over here and bigger, but he is not looking at him. He's looking over there. Again, these people are not together. Look, this bit is all blurred, that bit isn't. He's blurry. You can't really see his nose. You can't see his nose, and that's supposed to be his eye. But he's blurry compared to him. That cannot happen. Again, the other way round. He is not with him when they are filming this. They've stuck someone's head in. So that is his head blown up. That looks all a bit weird, but there is the line round there. What, he's got all this light on him and you can't see any features on his face, and he doesn't have a nose? Whatever it is, because it goes flip, 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 flip between the both of them. Well, this is what happens in films, isn't it? He has no nose. And he's not in front of him. So this whole CGI, all this thing, they've been doing it to us for a very long time. Can't see his face at all. Head is superimposed onto that. I hope you see it, like I do. So in reality, if they're smaller when they're further away, which we'll see a bit of Paul Newman, why is he so big and he's smaller then if he's further away? So next picture. There you go. Another one. She is not in front of him. She's still not in front of him, and they're not looking at you. They're not, it's not happening. They've been superimposed in together. Once you realise that, it's so simple. That's why I've struggled watching films. Because, you know, you just think these are all, look, he's not looking at her. He's not there. He's been superimposed in. I mean, and this guy, it's just a bit, you know, like when you see this stuff, I just can't, I'm just loath to watch it, because we all thought that the end of the Tartaria, because the Second World War was actually the end, the First World War started it. This area was probably more safe and the films were real and everything. But it's just the same. How could they nearly 100 years ago do all this? But do we see this person? To me, he looks, not his voice, not his hair, but he looks a bit like Paul Newman, just another version of Paul Newman. When you look at that boy, and you see that, his nose, look at the noses and the eyes, they're very alike. When you actually look at their faces, the mouths, the nose and the eyes, they are very, very alike, because we all know they play other parts. When you look at his eyes, the nose and the mouth, that's all they want to do, this AI CGI crap composite thing where everything seems to be a cartoon, including this film made nearly 100 years ago. They look very alike because you just got to take the hair away. And I thought that was quite interesting that when you look at Paul Newman's features and that guy, except the hair, they look quite alike. Yes. Anyway, it may not be, but he's obviously a look-alike. Anyway, see that one? So, look at the size of Paul Newman now. Do you see he's smaller? Because he's got to be smaller because he's further away, but he's been superimposed into the footage, is why he looks so small compared to him. The other one doesn't look quite so small, does he? They're the same distance away, but you see? You cannot see Paul Newman's face, and they're superimposed in. I don't know how they do it. I don't know why they do it. I just don't. Maybe it makes the film look better for them, because I just don't know. You imagine they can't move their the heads aren't moving when they're showing you those shots. They never move. We don't realise they don't move. I don't know how he gets the gun from him, but as they've got all those effects, they can do it. See, no nose. He's superimposed in. Superimposed in. He's got no nose. I don't quite know how they do this. How they pass things over, but if they can do the rest, then they can do that. See, that's his wife. But she's not really standing in front of him, talking. This is a set. I don't know how they do it. See, you can't see his nose. At all. Or any of his features, just a bit of his cheek. So, again, they're not together. He's not looking at her. I just think it's all bananas, personally. Well, that bit there looks a bit strange. They've obviously done something there. And when we go over to her, look, she's got that line round her face. No nose at all. How do you even know it's her? Look at her ear. Look at that. What the hell is that? She's superimposed in. Superimposed into the footage. And he also has a line going on round his face, and I don't think that looks very good. That looks touched up as well, but once you take his hair away, now, do you see Paul Newman more? Anyway, thanks for watching my video. What's your thoughts?